Hey guys, thanks for tuning back into the channel. As you can tell from the title below, today's video is dedicated to my August budget. If this is your first time here, welcome. This is a great time for you to check me out because this is my first budget of 2024 that I am sharing with my channel. So you picked a great time to click on me. So welcome. And if you are returning, welcome back. Let's get right into it. Just a few housekeeping things to remember, as the people say. First thing is this budget is coming from someone who is, one, debt free. I've been debt free since October of 2020. Thing two is this is a single income budget for a single person household. And thing three, I live a credit card lifestyle. So you will not see things in the budget like, okay, that's like a little lint that's taking its sweet time to come down. But I thought it was a spider webbing down. So I had to follow it. I live a credit card lifestyle, so you won't see things like gas or groceries or, I don't know, self-care, household. Like, you won't see things like that included in my budget. I use my card and then I pay it off. I do something that my sis Tanisha over at Fun and Budget Act calls mindful spending. And I do mindful spending. There are some ways in which I could actually be Jason Pitts and be a total cheapskate. So yeah, and not that being a cheapskate is a bad thing, okay? Because y'all are out here thriving and surviving in inflation. So shout out to y'all. And then, my eyes keep itching. As we get into this monthly budget, I would like for you to also know, not remember, but I would like for you to know that the way that my monthly budget goes is it's based off of my bi-weekly paychecks, right? So whenever the paycheck hits, that is the check that says you need to pay rent, girl, that is when the month starts for me. So if that check hits on the 25th of, let's just use July for an example. If I would have gotten paid on the 25th of July, that day would have been when my August budget started. It works easier for me. It's much cleaner as a bi-weekly budgeter to just base the month off of how your paycheck flows, because bet you by golly wow, it's nothing like thinking that you're gonna have a certain amount of money, but come the first of the month, you already 7 days in, baby. That's not what you're working with. That's what that paycheck looked like, but that's not what you're working with. So you figure it out. And if you have any questions, just drop them down below. Let me know. And I have no problem with doing a video talking your ear off on how I make that budgeting style work for me. The next thing is my direct deposit is from my employer is put into two different checking accounts. I have one checking account that I use for my day-to-day life, and that is my credit union account. And then I have another checking account that's my main checking account that everything from my house is deposited into. So what it takes for me to pay rent, to pay my utilities, which includes gas, and electric, for me to pay my cell phone bill, for me to pay my insurance, and for me to pay my internet bill, that is rounded up to the highest possible dollar when it comes to those utilities, especially. Rounded up to the highest possible dollar, and then that grand total, I divide it by 2, and that is what I report to my employer. I need this amount deposited into my checking account every single pay period. And whatever is left on payroll, put it in the credit union account. because I never need to compromise a roof being over my head. Everything else, I could figure it the fuck out. I could figure out how I'm going to put some gas in the car. I could figure out how I'm going to eat food. I could figure out how I'm going to save. But I do not want to figure out if I'm going to have enough money for the rent. If I'm going to have enough money to make sure that light switch is flipping when I go to flip it. So that, and then the last thing, despite what the due date is, when I get paid, the bill gets paid. There's only 2 bills that I have that are on EFT, ACH, yeah, EFT, and that is my internet, because I save money with that, and my cell phone bill, because I save money with that. Everything else, my credit cards, my utilities, I pay those suckers when I get paid, because I don't need to wait for your due date. And I like to be working with real numbers. My paycheck generally hits on Wednesdays. I got paid today. Today's Wednesday, July 31st. My paycheck generally hits my accounts on Wednesdays. So after I go in and pay everything, by the time I wake up Friday morning, I'm working with a very accurate depiction of how much money I have left to hold me over until the next pay period. That has been working for me. So yeah, let's get into it. I am salaried, so I do expect to make the same amount of money. I also really do not significantly, let me not put 20s on 10s. Ain't that some amazing shit? I was about to sit here and lie to your face. I do significantly underestimate. No, I don't. I don't significantly underestimate. But I do underestimate what that number will look like. I'm qualified for a lot of different incentives at work, and depending on how I hit those markers will determine what my paycheck is. So I do the budget based at the bare minimum that I expect to hit my account. So bare minimum that I expect to get for my direct deposit is, shit, what is this? 4,000 something? I didn't even do the math. Hold on. Let me tell you right now. I want to say it's 4,000 something. Almost 500, but not quite. I expect $4,963 to hit my account. Now keep in mind, this is just my credit union account. With my housing account, like I said, I have that sucker down to a T, so I don't even need to include that in the budget. Really and truly. Because those are things that remain the same. Hold on real fast. Okay, y'all, it's a whole new day. It is officially Thursday, August 1st, 9:09 a.m. Yeah, I missed the mark, okay? It is what it is. I got a phone call yesterday, and what is this? I got a phone call yesterday, and I had the audacity to come back and like pick back up where I left off, and I just kept yawning and yawning and yawning. It was so late. I'm getting too old for this shit, okay? So I'm back now. So sorry about that previous clip. And I was on a roll. So I was telling you how my direct deposit is split into 2 different accounts. I have my housing funds go into my main checking account, so we don't have to worry about that. And then what's going into my credit union account is a total of budgeted $49.63 for the month. And then I do also have some account holdings that I will be including in this budget of $269. And what that hold is really just like my subscription services that are billed to my credit card. I move them during the pay period when they're due to a special account. Shout out to my sis Tara over at Journey to Wisdom and Wealth. Um, I have my own version of a Hold Your Horses account. Um, so I keep the money there and then I put it back into the budget when that credit card statement is due because that money was already a part of the budget. I'm not going to double pay on it. You feel me? Okay. So that brings my total income budget to $5,232 for the month. And so it goes a little something like this, and I am going to read it uh, in order of pay period. So for the first paycheck, first thing, ties, $335, and then the gym hit today, $150. YouTube is $19, and Discovery Plus is $9. Spotify $6. I have the Spotify student account. Love it. Dun 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 dun. And my Venmo card, $246, and that's legit. I'm not even gonna keep you. It's all DoorDash. It's all DoorDash. So there's that. Bra is too small. Let's just stuff them back in there. Stars $10. Freedom Flex card was $174. My Capital One card is $744, and that is just from all the Amsterdam shenanigans. I like my Capital One credit card because it has no foreign transaction fees, so it is the perfect travel card for me. And it is also 1.5% cash back. Bigger picture, that ain't shit, but biggest picture, making 1.5% on purchases as opposed to making a purchase for free, a win is a win. God dog it. I don't know what's happening. My lashes keep curling into my eyeball. And I really hope that y'all don't hear. I've been trying to wait to record this. They're fixing the mailbox at my place. Y'all, yesterday when the mail lady was delivering the mail, that shit fell out right onto her. So she just left that shit in the walkway. So my landlord got the maintenance dude out here fixing it now. And he has been pounding because my wall is adjacent to the mailbox. Yeah. Walmart is $46. This will, next month will be the last time that you will see Walmart charges on my budget for a Walmart card. Capital One is doing away with the Walmart credit card, or Walmart is doing away with Capital One as their creditor. And they're taking the Walmart card and making it a regular Capital One Quicksilver card with the 1.5% cash back. I already have one of those. I have the Visa version of it, the Visa Signature to be exact. And I love my Visa Signature. I've had that card much longer than I've had the Capital One Walmart credit card. So I have no plans of activating the new card when it comes. With my Walmart card now, what was amazing about it was purchases made online, I got 5% cash back on, and purchases made in the store with the card, I got 2% cash back on. You're not even like doing a cash back percentage match. Bitch. No, we're not doing that. Unless maybe Capital One was just going broke from the cash back that they were having to give people on their purchases. I don't know, but me and Walmart are broken up because also there's no Walmart that's really close to me, and Walmart only does free delivery to my parents' house, not to my house. So I don't need that type of drama in my life. And And then the Discover card, $92. Discover right now, this quarter that we're in, they are giving you 5% cash back on Walmart purchases and grocery store purchases. So I've been doing my grocery shopping with my Discover card. And lastly, for the pay period is going to be my Apple One storage at $3. So then the next pay period, which starts on the 16th, first up, ties at $3.35 again. And then my Amazon card, $76. My PayPal MasterCard, $13.31. And that includes the $2.69 from account holdings, because I get 3% cash back on bills that I have taken from my PayPal MasterCard. Now, PayPal, they ass is in deep shit too, because up until yesterday, I got 2% unlimited cash back on all purchases. Starting today, August 1st, that has now changed to 1.5%. Still keeping the 3% on PayPal checkout, but I'm just like, what the fuck? So this morning, I was doing some cashback credit card searching. I know for sure that I'm going to do an American Express card, but I need me an everyday cashback credit card that has at least 2% cash back on everyday purchases. I need that, because y'all don't understand. To date, I have like over $400 on that PayPal MasterCard from the 2% cash back, between the 2 and 3% cash back. So I'm not feeling that, in the words of my daddy. I don't like that. They playing with my money. I don't like that. And then Netflix will come out at $7. Listen, Netflix did the dumbest shit ever. I don't know about you in your house, but me in my house, Netflix did the dumbest shit ever. That password sharing shit, you might win some, but you just lost one. I was giving them $23 a month. My goddaughter, my best friend, my sister, my daddy, me were able to watch Netflix. Bay Area, Pacific Northwest, local. When the password sharing shit hit and they couldn't access the account anymore, I said, oh, bring it on down. I don't give a fuck about a commercial. Bring it on down. Bring it on down. Run them fucking ads. I don't care. But I'm not about to give you no $20+ when I cannot share the fruits of my labor. And Netflix, you ain't all that. You're not that cute. You ain't all that. So no. Brought that down, and I'm saving myself damn near $20 because Netflix continues to rise. I'll rise up. They on your day. They just continuing to rise. And then Hulu, $18. I'm praying to God that Hulu don't try that same shit that Netflix did, because I will have to bring it on down on their asses as well. My month ahead account gets $30 every month. I'm just ultimately saving up so that I could have a month worth of paychecks in a savings account. I do have like my true emergency fund that's a little over 3 months, but this is just something separate. There have been a couple of times in the last almost 10 years that I've been with my employer that I did not get paid when I was expecting to get paid. And as a budgeter, that is the most anxiety-inducing thing that could ever happen to you. So I want to have the money available should that happen again. And also, it is helping me save up for those annual things like Amazon, which is on a student account now, and my AAA. And then my cell phone will come out, that's $150. And Apple Music, which I need to adjust and put that on a student plan, that's at $11. And so then we go over to miscellaneous expenses. but it's not really miscellaneous expenses. It's just additional savings. Um, Saveopoly for the first pay period is going to be at $59, $57 to the game, and then $2 for free parking. I've been doing Saveopoly for years now, and the money that I've been saving, I am going to use for my 40th birthday shenanigans. And so that's what the big bulk is for. I do also, every time that I roll, put $2 in free parking, so that way when I land on free parking, there's at least a little something something there that I could use, like get a pedicure, get my brows did, something like that. Go on a shopping spree at the beauty supply store, shit like that. And then the second pay period for Saveopoly will get $69, $67 to the game, and then $2 for free parking. Now, my favorite part of my budget, saving. Um, I did the calculations, and I am blessed to be able to save 20% of my income this month if everything goes as planned as planned from my mouth to God's ears. So, first up, my 40th birthday savings challenge. That is additional money that I'm saving for the big 4-0. I'm not a big birthday girl. Like, I'm not going to call people and be like, oh, I'm doing a dinner for my birthday, blah, blah, blah. Like, no. When it comes to my birthday, I prefer to just be alone, if that makes sense. Um, Doing what I want to do, only having to worry about me, not having to take anybody else, their situation, their finances, their circumstances into consideration. I'm going to do what I want to do, and I'm going to do it when I want to do it. And I may say that I want to jump off a cliff, and when I wake up in the morning and cliff jumping is not what's on my spirit, I'm not going to do that shit. You feel me? So, this month for my 40th birthday savings challenge, I am saving $64. And then I also have a Black Mama savings challenge. And this month I will be saving $108 on that. I don't know ultimately what I'm going to use that savings challenge for. I'll probably put it into a car account. That'll probably be what I do. I'm glad that we had this conversation. Then emergency fund, every pay period, I give that bad boy $50 just to keep adding to it, because emergencies don't have a limit on what they will cost. I'm not feeling the need to be aggressive at putting hella money into my emergency fund, because I do have it at a little over 3 months of post-tax salary. But I do want to continue to be mindful and know that I'm not invincible and that an emergency can fucking happen. And then travel. Travel is very important to me. It's near and dear to my heart. It's my love language. It is sacred. It is personal. It is intimate. So $200 for the month. Luxury, $170 for the month, and that's just big ticket purchases. And I save every $85 every pay period. And that $85 is just a number that exists because that's the year that I was born in. If I was born in 1990, then I would make that number 90. If I was born in 2000, I think that I would make it, if I could afford it, $100. And if not, $50, and then start at $50 and work my way up through, like, so if I was born in 2024, I would be saving like $74 a month. I did things to make sense like that. I don't know if anybody else is like that. Like, if you're just, it's the little things that make you very particular about stuff, but also motivational and fun. Like, it's fun to be like, ooh, I saved $85 a paycheck because I was born in 1985. And then, also, like, if you're on a lower income budget, If you were born in 1985, see if you could save $19.85 every paycheck. Just some fun shit, you know? And you could treat yourself to something at the end of the year or save up towards a purchase that you would like to make. Then we have car, $500 for the month. I right now am driving one of my parents' older vehicles. I understand that that car is not going to last forever and that at some point I'm going to have to get my own car. So right now I'm just saving up for a down payment and playing around with the idea of how much I'm willing to spend at most every month on a car note. I'm absolutely not looking to spend $500 a month on the car note. I think $350 is where I am most comfortable. $400 is where I cap out. And I say that because you still need to keep in mind that regular maintenance will need to be done, like an oil change, and you will have to pay for vehicle registration. I don't want to have to add another line to my budget because my car note is so high. 500 is the most that I'm willing to designate to car life every month. Well, $250 every pay period. And then my parents are in my budget. Again, not something that I am aggressively saving towards, just saving because shit happens. So I do $25 a pay period to them. And then medical, that is a, what do you call that? A copay, my, a purchase of like medication, what else? Parking. If you're in the greater Los Angeles areas, there are some medical facilities where you have to pay for parking, even as a patient. What the fuck? So I use that line to cover those expenses, and that's $25 a pay period. Then lastly, I have gift giving, and that is $50 a pay period. That money I use to celebrate, to sympathize, to honor, to recognize persons, their loved ones, whatever that looks like. So, of the $5,232 that I am expecting to get this month, 5,162 of those dollars have something to do, which leaves me with $70 left over. I'm not an every dollar budgeter. I don't enjoy that. And also, let me say this, because there are a lot of people who are how I was, and I thought that every dollar meant that you had to spend every single dollar. Because my mind is like, why would I want to not have any money left? But truth is, when you do an every dollar budget, you can also put account buffer, account cushion, unbudgeted spending, miscellaneous spending in the budget to encumber those unassigned funds. There we go. So if I were an every dollar budgeter, that $70, I would have it under bills and expenses and label it as unbudgeted spending so that I would have a zero-based budget. But that's not what I do. I have an account cushion, and it is an account cushion that I am comfortable with. Anything more than that, I feel like it can go into a high yield savings account and earn me some money on sitting there. So don't need that. What I do is I just transfer money into future spending savings account so that when I do some impulse shopping and stuff, I can take from there before taking from my luxury high yield savings account line. It's the way that I budget. It's obsessive for me, and also it makes so much sense for me. So maybe I'll continue to just take you guys on these trips. Like, I know that we're going over, but I'm just going to share this and then we'll be done. Like this morning when I got up because I paid all my bills yesterday because yesterday was payday. So this morning when I got up, everything hit except for my Discover bill. And as I was sitting there, I remembered some payments that I made from my budget that I had budgeted for, right? I don't like spending my savings. I don't know what it is. Um, I don't come from a scarcity mindset. I don't want to spend my savings. I, I'm not interested in spending my savings. I enjoy seeing money in my savings account. Um, so when when I can avoid it, I will. Like I've got all these sinking funds and stuff, but I'll be honest with you, 9 times out of 10, I just take the money from my day-to-day budget because I like to see that savings sitting there. And so there were some expenses from my dad's 80th birthday that happened in mid-July that I just funded from my regular budget. And I was laying in the bed looking at the transactions that had cleared. And I was like, you don't want to, but this is what you have the savings for. So I transferred all of the money from my high yield savings account into my checking account and then reallocated it all over the place because that's, I used it. I used it, and I should not feel like I need to still take from my regular budget when I've budgeted for this previously, right? So that's all I'm saying about that. Um, excuse me. Anyway, thank you so much. Let me know down below because I'm nosy AF. Let me know down below how your August budget is looking. Happy August to you. Happy birthday to my best friend. And also, let me know if you are a digital budgeter or if you are a paper budgeter. There is something about writing shit down on a piece of paper that is so therapeutic for me. I enjoy it to the max. So, yeah, it's peaceful. Honestly, it is a form of therapy. Anyway, I'll see your beautiful ass in the next video. Have a wonderful day. Peace.